Stan Gibilisco here. I would like to offer an answer to my nephew's questions about the coming summer and its weather. I already warned this part of the country, what I call the northern near west, of the very, very great risk of a major drought, and in the black holes of Dakota Territory, right here where I live, the major risk, especially come September and October, of wildfires. These are nothing new, by the way. They've been going on for centuries. It has nothing to do with climate change. It just happens. And 2 centuries ago, we weren't here, so we didn't worry about the fires, and they didn't hurt us any. Now we're here, and we've built in the forest, and sooner or later, we're going to wish we hadn't. What I'd like to offer, though, is the answer to my nephew's other questions. How stormy will it be? Thunderstorms, in particular. Will there be a lot of hurricanes? And will there be a lot of tornadoes? My forecast involves mainly the eastern two-thirds of the country. I think that the western one-third will be pretty much normal this summer. As for the eastern third of the country, and in particular the southeast and east coast, I would expect more thunderstorms, floods, and tornadoes than usual. For this part of the country where the major drought is likely to happen, of course, fewer thunderstorms, floods, oh, don't we wish, and tornadoes. Texas will get the tornadoes, they always do. Oklahoma will get them, they always do. But the big reason for this drought that I'm forecasting is that I am predicting a major and persistent ridge in the jet stream over the western, the northern near western part of the United States, and a trough here, which will produce stormy weather, particularly in places like Kentucky, Ohio, um, Tennessee, Virginia. Places like that are going to get a lot of thunderstorms and probably a considerably greater than normal number of tornadoes. Very wet along the east coast, as if they need a whole lot more moisture, but it probably won't be snow. As for hurricanes, because of this trough and the jet stream kind of going up the coast like this, we can expect that during the heart of the hurricane season, that is, the second half of August through early October, when the Cape Verde storms come across the Atlantic and strike at the United States with the greatest fury, those are for the most part likely to stay offshore, and I don't think that the East Coast has a whole lot to worry about, but don't hold me to that. These are hunches. This has nothing to do with any knowledge on my part of weather, at least insofar as sheepskin on the wall. As for intuition, I definitely do have that. And I think maybe that's better than all the knowledge that the National Weather Service has. Possibly. More accurate anyway. Like, instead of really not accurate, just not accurate. But I'm batting 500. Half the time I'm right, half the time I'm wrong. So those are my predictions. As for the early and very late part of the hurricane season, when they tend to form down here in the Gulf, this part of the country will probably get struck by hurricanes about in a normal way. We can expect, but only during the very early and very late part of the seasons. Otherwise, any hurricanes that may be major during the Cape Verde season are more likely to go down and hit Mexico. Well, those are my forecasts, my dear nephew. Take them or leave them. You in Wisconsin can pretty much expect a normal summer. Lucky you. Not so much for me out here in the black holes of Dakota Territory. And as for the weather in this part of the universe, I have no clue whatsoever, except that in the vacuum of space it's probably going to be dry. Stan Gibilisco signing off. Until next time, so long.